Are the Amish losing their reputation as good quality craftsmanship? We'll get into that, and a little tip on buying Amish-made products, advertised as Amish-made, at the end of the video. Don't miss it. Recently, I had tons of new people subscribe to my channel, so here's a little bit about myself. I was raised Amish in northern Indiana. I lived there for a while. I did the Rumspringa thing. I moved to Idaho for most of my 30s. That's where the name comes from, the Amish potato. Now I'm back here in southern Michigan, close to my community that I grew up in. I recently did a video on the Amish in the RV factories. You can watch that here. We're going to talk more on that later in this video, so stick around for that. The Amish are known for very good work, being hard workers and doing quality work. Now, Amish people are just like anybody else. Some are lazy, some are hardworking, some have good quality work, some have sloppy work. As a whole, though, the Amish are hardworking people. But let's talk about quality and their reputation with that. Amish are known for their craftsmanship. Typically, speaking of furniture building, construction, and things like that, maybe some welding and all that stuff. When it comes to furniture building, Amish, yes, the ones who are building furniture are typically really good at it. They have really good quality furniture. That's most likely because the people who tend to go into that trade have a love for the art of furniture. They just have this love for quality, for a nice piece, right? So when they go into that business of building furniture, it's not necessarily because it's just another job, I got to do it, right? They have this love for it, and that kind of stands out in a lot of the furniture. And the ones who do a great job at it will be successful, and the ones that the businesses will stay open and continue having customers come back for more and more. If an Amish person was to start building furniture and it was crappy and shoddy, he probably wouldn't last long as far as a business. Amish people around here would avoid him. Tourists coming in might purchase one time from them unknowingly or something, and then avoid them altogether. I'm not saying that there isn't any Amish people out there who build some shoddy pieces of furniture. There very well might be. Now, when it comes to construction, they've got a good reputation too overall, because they come in, they work hard, and they do it right, and they get it done. And that's typically what you hear from people who hire Amish as construction workers. That being said, I have seen some construction work by Amish people who was just completely, it was junk. My Amish cousin had a shop built by an Amish crew. They were cheaper. They came in and somehow they got the building a foot or so out of square. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you can do that. I just remember looking up at the metal he had on his roof on the inside, and you could see how it was crooked, maybe even more than a foot out of square. It's hard for me to see how you can get it that far out of whack, but yeah, later he found out they were known for some bad, shoddy work. Do the research, ask previous customers of theirs, and they should be able to tell you. In the RV video I recently uploaded, make sure you go watch that video. You can click on the video link at the end of this video and it'll take you there. I talked about Amish people working there, working fast, working hard, and I got a lot of negative comments. Rightfully so, maybe, because RVs are built like junk. It's just the nature of the RV. These Amish people, they go in there, they work hard, they work fast, and many people commented, well, if they would slow down, then the quality of the RVs would get better. That is not the case. I have worked in the RV industry for almost 15 years now. Those RVs are built the way the manufacturers want them built. Because of the competition out there, they are built with as many cheap products as possible, as fast as possible to keep the labor down, so that they can sell them at the price that they do. If they would slow down, you would have to pay double the labor on them and the quality wouldn't get any better. I know this doesn't make any sense really, but I worked in Indiana in the RV plants with Amish people in it. They were greased machines. They work together. They're, I don't know how to explain it other than they click, and everything is, it's just, it's just a well-oiled machine, the way that production line works. And then I went to one that was out of state where no Amish people worked. They built half of the amount of RVs with the same amount of workers, and the quality was way worse. Why is that? It's because of the workforce. The out-of-state ones, they worked slower. They should have had better quality according to logic, right? But it just wasn't the case. The workforce just wasn't invested like the Amish are. The Amish come in, they show up every day. They don't take a day off every excuse they get. They work there for year after year after year, and they know what they're doing. That is not a lot of money for labor, and that's why they can keep the cost where it is. Like I've said, if you want better built RVs, more quality, you would have to pay way more for them. And people are already crying about the cost of them. It's just the nature of it. And I encourage you, I dare you, if you think you can do a better job, then come in and work there and show everybody how it's done. Like I said, if I was to buy an RV, I would make sure it was built at one of these factories that Amish people work at. Now, I mentioned a few factories where Amish people work at, but you have to keep in mind, like, so I mentioned Forest River. Only a few Forest River plants are the good ones that the Amish people work at. There's a ton of other Forest River plants that don't operate like the ones I was talking about. Same with Keystone, same with Jayco. They don't all, the Amish flock to the best paying ones, and they typically all work, yeah, they try to work at the best paying ones, the best lines, and those are the ones that benefit from, I would say, better built RVs as much as possible. Somebody also mentioned that there's no way they get paid that much, because I know people in the Pendleton, Oregon Keystone plants, and the starting wage there is $14 an hour. Well, that's probably true, but like I was saying in that video, the RV industry here in Indiana, where the Amish work at, is a whole nother ball game. It is a completely different atmosphere. It is just a completely different setup. It's way different. I wish you guys could work there for a year. You would then understand how it all works. Hopefully that clears some things up. So once again, the Amish are, yes, the RVs are built like trash, but they're built like the RV industry wants it, and the Amish overall, not all of them, but overall, are just better, harder, better quality workers. There are also a lot of non-Amish people who work right alongside the Amish in these RV factories. They work fast and hard just like the Amish, do a good job just like the Amish. Here's an RV buying tip if you're in the market for a new RV. I heard it from a dealer once. He suggested if you're wanting to buy a new RV, go look at a bunch of 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old RVs and look at the quality. Look how they're holding up. And then, based off of that, go buy a new one. Whatever company's RV looks the best, holds up the best, go buy a new one of theirs. So, is the Amish reputation being ruined by the RV industry? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be at all. They are... that the RV crappy quality thing is just what that industry is, what it's always been. Are there top of the line quality built RVs? I would hope Airstream is. You pay a ton for those. I would hope there's no flaws in those. But who knows? I'm sure, it's all construction. There's mistakes that are made. It happens. As promised, here's a tip when buying Amish made products. So Amish, at least in our community here, do not advertise their products as Amish made. So a furniture builder, somebody who owns a furniture shop, will not advertise his furniture as Amish made furniture or Amish made steel products or Amish produce. That would be considered pride. They do not do that. So if you're in the area, if you're looking for genuine Amish products, ask around. Typically, Amish businesses are named with initials from the couple who owns it. So the husband and wife, maybe like C&L Woodworking, or something in the line of like Country Lane Woodworking, or One of Cabinets, Swartz, or maybe even the last name is used, like Swartz Woodworking, or Yoder Construction, stuff like that. So they won't advertise using the Amish name. I think they're not allowed to. But yeah, I think it comes down to pride. It would be a prideful thing to use that to sell and make money. I don't know about other communities. I've heard of other smaller, stricter Amish, more conservative Amish, being a little iffy when it comes to honest business. I've heard of, small Amish communities ordering in a truckload of peaches from Georgia or something and selling them as if they were grown on their farm. I don't know that they would advertise that way, but just they wouldn't be telling people that, oh no, these don't come from our farm. These come from, bought. These are bought. Now, that being said, this furniture advertised as Amish built isn't necessarily not Amish built. Reed Secker Furniture, Reed Secker something here in Shipshewana. He's a non-Amish person. He probably has Amish roots, but non-Amish person who sells furniture as Amish built. But he has some Amish people working for him. Not all of them are Amish, but he has some Amish people working for him. And then he uses that to sell it. There might be dealerships who sell it as Amish built furniture, and then he's just buying the furniture. That dealership would just be buying the furniture from Amish people. So it might legitimately be Amish made. I would just, if you want genuine Amish products, just ask, do the research. Advertising, there's all sorts of shady ways to get around advertising. Like McDonald's, their hamburgers are made with 100% beef, right? Well, you would think, well, it's 100% beef in the patty, nothing else. But nope, other stuff can be in the patty. It's just the beef they put in it is 100% beef. Just tricks, right? I don't know what all's in McDonald's burgers, beef patties. I like them, but probably more than just beef. Hopefully that's informative, guys. Check out my channel. If you want to know about Amish, this is where you get the real stuff. You get the good, the bad, the whole picture. Don't forget, go watch that RV video right here. I'm CJ, it's the Amish Potato, and we'll see you next time.